What you're doing under the desk is your own business.
He's like,
Just keep that over there.
Look what I've done.
I don't want to play against them.
I found my way to be the worst 50% shooter there was.
I see you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the All Out Boys podcast. Today we have a new guest. This is my nephew, Nathan. Say hi.
Hello. How are you doing?
Today's podcast, we're going to be yakking about a bunch of things that he's involved with, stuff that we're all involved with together. So you'll kind of get to know him a little bit, and that'll be kind of fun. And then also, just like every other day, we're talking about guys type stuff. But the wife and daughters did tell me, hey, we are girls.
Do not acquiesce. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
There is plenty of things on this podcast that you girls will enjoy.
Get out of here.
We don't want, no, that's not true. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy.
Guys only.
But we're going to get right freaking into it today. Not guys only. So Nathan.
Yes.
What do you do?
So I am a new husband. I'm a new father, and I am a martial arts instructor. I also help out at the ranch. I've been guiding there for a few years now.
The Texas ranch?
Yeah, the Texas ranch, the All Out Ranch. So if you guys want to hang out with me, book a tour.
Oh, you're already trying to sell out your stuff already. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, hey,
He's plugging his own dates.
I'm surprised he's not like pointing to where Kay Miller is going to put in the
The link to book me is
in the
right here.
description, right? Link in the description. So yes, no, I love going down there. It's a blast. It's a ton of fun. It's a way for me personally, I love doing it. Number one, it's helping out the family, empowering the family business. Awesome. And then meeting new people and obviously hunting. Who doesn't like hunting, right? Maybe the girls, I guess, but
no.
The girls love hunting. My wife actually loves hunting a lot. She loves doing all that stuff.
And she shoots way better than you do.
She is a significantly better shot than me. I shoot BBs, okay? I'm a good BB shooter. But yeah, so I love doing that, and it's a good like outlet to kind of just embrace no technology, a focused weekend of just getting stuff done, and that's what I love about it. And
we've had a couple of those weekends where we really focused on a lot of labor.
Yeah.
But I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah, if you want to talk about that, we can. I was supposed to go, and then 5 people were like, we're leaving on Wednesday. I was like, well, I thought we were leaving Thursday, and then you guys left, and you got your work done, and it worked out. So I was like, well, unfortunately, I'm not going to make that trip.
Dang it, I'm going to have to save some of my other time to do hunting trips instead of go down to Texas and work.
I don't have as much free time as everybody else. I work every day of the week. I get all major holidays off, but I only get a few paid days off a year, so I have to use them sparingly, unfortunately. But when I do go down there, I try to get as much done as I can to be like, hey, I'm putting my work in, I'm putting my effort in. So I love it a lot, and it's a ton of fun. And then as far as like martial arts go, I've been doing that for a while. I'm actually testing for my 2nd degree black belt here in 2-ish weeks, the 14th and 15th.
That's when we're all going to Texas, isn't it?
Yeah, I think everyone's gonna miss it, so it's gonna be very good, good.
You're on the schedule to be there with us,
and not in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
no.
Jake,
what are you talking about?
I have no idea.
Do you want me to pull up this calendar?
We all have the same calendar. I guess it's not really hiding this very much.
Yeah. So, but no, I've been doing that for a long time now, and I just really enjoy it. I love teaching. I love helping, and I love just kind of perfecting my craft at the same time, as far as the martial arts side and the leadership side. So that's what I focus on a lot, is leadership through martial arts training, pretty much.
Is it mostly like younger people that you're teaching? Yeah,
so our demographic is going to be, anywhere from 4.5 to 11 years old. Wow. We actually do have a fairly good amount of teens, oddly enough, and they kind of like bonded together, and then they start bringing in one other person, and then we get another teen, and so that program's going really well too. And then we have a ton of adults. We've done a really great job getting families in. So like, if you have, you start with like a 4.5-year-old or a 5-year-old, and then you're like, hey, you have an older child, let's go ahead and get them in, and then let's go ahead and get the mom and dad in, right? And so, we've got a really good program, for families, where everyone is learning similar things, but at different levels. And then the teens and adults get to do some really cool stuff like Krav and, Collie. So it makes it really exciting learning how to fight with sticks and how to use Krav Maga.
Which also would like work into using a knife too, right?
Yeah. So if you know anything about Collie, Collie translates to 3 items. It translates to blunt weapons. So think of like a bat or like a pipe or a crowbar or something like that. And then it translates to bladed weapons. So like short swords type things. So like machetes or knives. And then you can also use the techniques with your hands as well. So it's pretty exciting.
I cut with my hands.
Yeah.
Knife hand. I just saw on social media, like somewhere it was like confiscating or having people turn in their machetes. Do you guys see that? It's like a whole thing, like in Australia or somewhere, where like there's so many machetes and they're wanting to like have people like turn in their machetes.
Yeah.
What are they giving them?
I don't know.
No, I know Australia had their like buyback
Maybe that's what it was, a buyback
and they were trying to get all the firearms. I know that, but then they were trying, but
it's probably England.
Probably. They're like, oh, there's too many short swords around here. Let's get them out of here. Get them out of here.
That's not a sword.
But Crocodile Dundee knives are okay, but no machetes.
Yeah. So, but Collie is really fun to learn, and it's coordination too, using your left
Both
side
hands.
and right side, and then trying to connect them with somebody else, moving your feet at the same time and moving forward, backwards, moving in like a natural stepping as well. It's super, super fun. So I love learning Collie. It's a lot of fun. You can do some really cool ones. In our demo team, we have a Collie scene, a Collie fight scene, and it looks really good. The kiddos did a great job putting it together, putting a ton of effort in there. So martial arts is kind of what my life is right now. That and being a new dad, which I love a lot. She's cute and cuter every day.
I know, I'm just ready. I want these kids to grow up so fast.
I know
we were at breakfast the other day because we got one in the oven and his is just out, and I'm like, man, Ab, when can we start playing with these? Like, I want to take them. I want to take them places. Like, let's want to go to Texas.
He's like, let's go fishing. Let's go on the ATV.
Like, I'll wear the pack
on the
thing.
boat.
I'll throw that kid in the back. I don't care.
I have a tactical baby gear.
That's
on
right.
the plate carrier. So
I'm
when
right
she's a little
where
bit
you
bigger,
want to be.
You're right where.
All my grandkids are like old enough.
Yes, you're just right there to go do stuff.
Yeah, and they're young enough that they still think I'm cool and want to go do stuff. I mean, a couple years from now, they're going to not want to have anything to do with me. But right now, it's
and they want to do everything.
Just ingrain them in Airsoft early.
That's what I'm so excited about. Is this young kids? You know, like little dogs. Like they just want to go. They want to go play. They don't care what they're doing. Show me something. I'm so excited. I've already kind of called dibs on all the kids for like weeks at a time.
Summer, a month in the
I'll
summer.
have it for about 2 months here, and because like everything at the ranch is all like my day to day is literally like a kid's playground.
Oh yeah,
driving around on UTVs, playing with dogs, catching birds, driving tractors,
being in the
like,
mower,
being in the mower, and like we can like take little trips down to the river and go look for rocks, and God, so much cool stuff to do.
I know there's a ton. I'm excited for my daughter to get bigger and older and be able to do all those things. Be able to just. It's gonna be so exciting, and that's something that I wanna ingrain in her is like it's exciting to do stuff, and some of the stuff that you do is hard, right? But I want to teach her that it's don't be scared to do hard things.
Yeah, and just
don't be scared to do hard work.
Be game to go.
Right, and
which in our family you pretty much have to be.
Oh yeah,
it's a yes world.
Yeah, you got to like, hey, you want to go? Yep.
My whole thing since I came back from Florida over the last, it's been like 1 year, like next week. My whole thing has been, if you're not hell yes, then we don't have time. I have no use for you.
And our whole family is that way, and I think that's why you and your wife, Kate Miller, fit into that program because you both are like, you want to go? Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's make it happen.
Are we leaving now?
Our whole family and all of our friends and all that are all pretty much the same way. There's not really much of a hesitation when it comes to doing anything.
Well, and
which is fun.
We put it together fast. We get a game plan. We make it happen, and then the nice thing is like it gets executed. Right, we don't just like make a plan and it never leaves a group chat or whatever. It's like, it's okay, it's happening and it's expected. Everyone's gonna be here for that. So
I think when
you're not expectations, and then when you're not here, it's like this son of a gun. Where are you at? What are you doing?
And he's already throwing those in from Texas already.
I know. He's like,
I didn't see Nathan on that work weekend.
How much work did you actually do there?
I wasn't there. I don't
No,
know.
I'm just playing.
No,
I'm
the
just
weekend, the trip before, when it was me, you, and Scott.
I was horrible. No, it was fine.
Well, then
It was a
get
lot of work.
Then get Josh on that train too. Where was Josh at? What the heck?
Yeah.
Well, Josh knew when to go. Feeder Phil.
Feeder. Well, I was supposed to be the only one that went, and then I was actually supposed to take Ryan, but then all of a sudden Scott's like, I want to go do stuff, and Josh is like, I got to go do stuff, and I was like, what the heck? And so there's no point with the feeder feeling. That's like the last thing that we do before season, so there's almost no point to having 5 guys down there.
In your opinion,
It's just always there's like any ranch. There's always way
Something.
more needs to be done.
Yeah.
You know, so
one of my big takeaways from the last year in the hell yes, the time's gonna pass anyway.
okay. Elaborate.
If I say yes and go do it, we have an experience.
Oh, for sure.
If I say no, guess what? The same amount of time is gonna pass, and I probably didn't fill that time.
With a similar experience.
Yeah, or with an any, just
Yeah.
doing the same thing.
Just doing
day
the
to
same
day.
thing at home.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, there's a lot of like older guys that I talk with about stuff like this, and they'll all tell you whether you got money or not,
Say
find
yes.
ways to go do things, like experience good things and bad things, even if they're complete bust. Like
Yeah.
go do things.
it's fine.
Yeah, just don't
Yeah.
be
Sometimes
doing
the bust is the best story.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like
Yeah.
half the time, the things that we talk about on here are crap that went sideways or whatever, and it's not even all the great stuff
And
or the stuff we thought was going to be the best.
It sounds like
Right.
old man withers, but it truly is. You get to an age when you realize experiences are so much more valuable than things.
And like I guess what you were saying as well is, what else are you going to be doing?
Right.
Hang like
sitting and watching-
I'm just going to hang out the house and
Watch
do
a
my
movie,
my
playing
day to day
games,
play games,
something like that.
YouTube and video games. They were making fun of me earlier about me not playing video games. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. It's funny to imagine you playing video games. You're just such an outdoorsy person, and you like use your hands a lot. So
Well, there's a
just doesn't make
controller
sense.
thing, right?
Yeah.
You have to use your thumbs.
But like you could sit there like this, and you would have no idea I'm playing a game right now, kind of a thing. It's just all your fingers.
Hey,
and-
what you're
and-
doing under the desk is your own business.
It's like you have no
Just
idea.
keep that
what
over
I'm
there.
doing.
No, the thing with Jason would be you could put a video game in front of him, and like 10 minutes in, he's like, we're not accomplishing anything.
We could accomplish something in the video game, and he would still be like, "This is dumb. We're not. I need to
There's
go.
nothing
I have something.
accomplished.
Yes,
Like-
I've thought
I have
about
something to
playing
go
a
do.
video game.
Yeah, but you're different. You're
Well,
wired to a
I don't know if
different.
that's good.
I think it's good. I think it.
No, I
think it's
love
good.
it. I love it.
You get
But
a
you're
lot of
like-
stuff done.
So I could sit and play a video game for 5 hours, and then when I turn it off, there's no product in front of me.
Yeah.
Or I could go work some dogs, mow, do this, do
Go to
that,
the training range
and then
for
turn
5
around
hours.
and go, oh look, that's all the stuff
Look
I
what
did.
I've done.
But you're more that way.
Yeah.
You're more. I want to accomplish
Yeah,
something.
and
Today.
I want to like a conclusion at the end. Like I want to like look back. It's like cleaning the garage. Like it's a mess. You tear everything out and it gets way worse.
Oh.
But then when you're done, you're like, oh, this looks awesome.
It looks so good.
Speaking of which,
You want me to clean your garage? It's not where I was going with
oh,
that.
I was like, hell yeah. No,
I got plenty of garages to clean in my place.
I mean, there's a spot for video games like that. Like I stream, so other people.
Like a river?
Nope, online. I stream the game
Oh.
and a face cam,
Oh, okay.
and when you want it, you're
It's
saying
like people
there's-
watch you play your game. Like I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. Now that almost seems like voyeurish to me. That's
I'm
weird.
dressed.
Well, you don't have to be. Maybe you'll get
Depends
more
on the
streaming
platform, but yeah.
views if you're not.
If
maybe.
I'm less dressed, but if you take your mentality of is there a product, is there a
Yeah.
thing, and then you take like our mentality of sometimes it's fun to play video games, but then you throw the streaming in.
Mm-hmm.
There is a product. And
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
called
because you're monetizing
cash.
it or whatever. Yeah,
It's called
okay.
cash. Well, and you like to teach, and you like all the details. You like those little things like that, right? So if you're streaming, for example, he streams his games and he teaches people how to do things in the game. So that's your way of teaching.
So what I do,
So,
in Rust, I bought my own server because I just got tired of building something. Rust is like a always on server.
Rust is always on my old truck. Yes.
So if you log out of the game, you're actually there laying down in your house sleeping.
so
don't
someone could
disappear.
attack you and beat
So
your
someone
stuff
could
and
break
steal
into
stuff.
your house.
Oh.
They could kill you and steal all of your things.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Sometimes it's very disheartening.
Yeah, I don't think I would sleep
Ugh.
because I'd be like worried about.
I worked so hard to build it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just bought a server so that I could go in and build things and automate and stream so that other people can see. They learn from
crazy.
watching, like, hey, this is, there's a couple different ways to do it, but I found this way, you can produce X faster.
Right.
Wow. I mean, some of the games, like especially with how cool they look now, like even like the
Red Dead
shooting games and all that stuff. Like, there's even a couple that are like really like CQB type training.
Oh,
They're like
yeah.
running
Oh, yeah.
through build. Man, it looks neat. Like it looks entertaining.
There's one that I play. It's called Ready or Not.
That's huge right now.
It's so frustrating. It's a really frustrating game because you have to be really tactful. And so I played a lot of Call of Duty back when I was younger. And, when the original Modern Warfare 2 came out, and I maxed everything out on that game. And so Call of Duty is, you run in there, you rush, boom, 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 and you get like 10 kills and you die once, right? Well, in Ready or Not, you run in there, you shoot one time, 5 people are shooting back at you, you get hit twice and you're dead. And you have to restart the entire thing. And they change what the layout is. So the bomb in this door could now be at the bomb in this door. Your hostage could be in this
Moves,
door or whatever.
moves,
And so you have to really think tactfully. And I like it too because it's like you can put yourself in a leadership position. There's a lot of people who stream it and they're like, oh, this is a solo run. So they'll run their own character. They'll have their team stand by, but their own character run through the entire mission. And I like it because it's like, okay, now I have to think about these 4 other people, whether they're video game characters or not. Now I'm thinking about 4 other people on my team. How can I keep them safe, but also give them great, clear leadership, which is a fun way of thinking about it. If you like that kind of stuff, it takes a lot more time and a lot more patience because now you have to be like, okay, I have to really focus on blue team. It has to complete this room before red team can go here or before I can lead the team this way. So that's kind of where I'm at, is just kind of finding leadership things.
Airsoft without the ouch.
Without the sting. Well, that's my favorite part.
I know.
at least giving the stings.
Yeah,
maybe
but
not
sometimes feeling it too, though. That's
Makes
when
you feel alive.
When you think you're Billy Badass and you work your way through
get
something
stung.
and you come around a corner and you just get lit, you're like, oh, okay.
It's a reality check. Yeah, for sure. Especially when you do something stupid and you're like, well, I had that coming. Like I almost feel like you should have shot me one more time just because it was that stupid that I did that.
Yeah, when sometimes you get on a roll and you're like, oh, I'm gonna just blah 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 blah, go through here, go through there, ha ha ha. They're never gonna. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch.
And that video where Scott comes around the corner, we're just getting started, and he's like, "All right, we're getting all ready to put mag up." Boom. Oh, okay.
I'm out.
Okay, I'm done.
That is probably the funniest video we put up.
That was
And
funny.
it's Scott like talking about it too. He's like, all right, I'm just gonna get my stuff ready. I'm gonna work this corner. I'm out.
Well, and that was so stupid on that video. If you guys haven't seen it on the All Out Boys Instagram page, there's a small video of my brother and I'm filming him, and he's like, getting all of his gear together and snapping his mag in, looking all cool, and like we're just getting ready from spawn, and we kind of come up to a wall, and what's funny about this is there's a guy in front. Did you see in like sweatpants, like a rental dude, and he just like comes around the corner like nonchalant and leaves, like just walks off or like takes off to go downfield. So Scott kind of just like lightly peeks out, and as soon as he peeks out, he just takes one, and he's like, "I'm out." Like, we haven't done.
How did that happen?
We haven't done anything yet. We haven't even gone anywhere.
Where you at?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, where did that guy go with the sweatpants? Like, how did he just like walk around the corner? Like, unless they were like shooting at him, but by the time the BBs got there, when Scott Santana got hit, like,
I don't know.
it
That
just
would snapped him.
Seems so strange, but
Maybe maybe that's the key. Maybe sweatpants or camouflage.
It seems the less you try, the better you are.
Oh,
you know,
sometimes
it really is that simple. Because I find, especially like on the CQB course, man, there's so many peak corners that you have to be aware of, and so many angles that you have to like. Hey, okay, if I go this way, this guy can shoot me from here, here, or here, and you're like, but you want to be tactful when you go into the buildings. So if you're too tactful, taking too much time, the other people who aren't really trying to be tactful, they just get up into position and they see and they shoot. And so if you're too slow clearing that building, or if you're in a bad spot and you're moving way too slow, it's unfortunate, but you know, those sweatpants rental guys will get you eventually. So
I usually get it from, because I like to move very methodically.
Right.
But I always get it from the guy on the other team that gives 0 Fs and just comes bolting through like an entire building, just running and shooting. You're like, really?
Right.
I just worked that hard to get all the way to here, and you just wily coyoted it through the whole building.
I played a game a few weeks ago, and it was me and like eight or 10 other people, something like that. And there were some tryhards on their team, and then there was me and like a bunch of non-tryhards.
Some tryhards.
So
that's a good way to put it.
So people who just wanted to kind of go through and get through it. I'm like, dude, it's the first game of the day. There's 10 of us. At least wait until like 2 or 3 to start running around doing fun stuff. And I mean, that was one of the best games I played, and I didn't run at all. I literally just continued
station to station.
I just walked tactfully, and I looked at my corners. I would go to the next building right away. There was one time I had it was a flag game, so I had to pull the flag down, and I knew there was a guy in this building, but since I also knew there was, 5 people on each team almost, that all the team was over here, and there's one guy in this building, I literally walked from spawn to the middle of the flag, and I just shot in the building, and I raised the flag, and I walked back. And it's little things like that where when there's a small team that you can get away with just being kind of lazy like that.
I think that's something that a lot of people don't utilize in Airsoft a lot is suppressive fire.
Right.
If I'll pin guys because they're in a room.
Absolutely.
And they have a good angle for a shot on someone on target. But if I just like every 3 seconds, boom,
right,
boom, boom, they're like, I can't get
yeah, when the BBs are bouncing off the wall when you're in that room.
Yeah.
And the BBs are like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Like,
it sounds like there's
a
lot more going on.
A lot of times I can take that chess piece off the table.
Right.
By just being like, I know I can't hit them, and I have no intention of hitting them because it's an impossible shot, but I can shoot right inside the door that they're in. Yeah. So they know they can't use the door.
Well, and me, I use 130 round mags. So, the mid caps. And so I will just go through as many as I can pretty much the whole time. I'm trying to shoot as many BBs as possibly. I'm trying to get rounds down range. That's my goal. And so I'm not afraid to just like, like hit, 20 shots in one area just because. And then it also gives me an excuse to tactfully reload. And
you love practice. Reload.
I like to practice because I'm not very good at it, but I like to practice it. What's the point? What's the point of me, kind of ding, ding, ding? I already do that on real steel because, steel
trigger
rounds
pulls are
way more expensive than BBs. So I'm trying.
I don't know. This last weekend, the trigger pulls weren't very expensive.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I was going to get into that. I wanted to touch base before we leave that topic, or the Airsoft topic, was the walking around thing. I've noticed if I like hustle, and I get to the back of their spawn area and I just start like normally nonchalant walking and I'm not hustling, then I don't seem like a threat.
Yes.
Then you can literally just walk back in there and just almost act like you're on the other team, and then you're just like whack, 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 and everyone's like, wait a minute, what?
As much as I love Airsoft, like, we have this tactful mind. We want to do things, right? You talk about all the time, hey, this is our objective. Let's try to do this as a team, right? But almost no one else has that goal in mind. And so their minds are just, okay, don't get hit by a BB. That's literally all their mindset is versus,
or get,
okay, who's
get as
on my
many
team?
trigger pulls before I get hit.
Right. Or like who's on my team and who's not on my team. They're so focused on not getting hit by a BB. And that's why friendly fire happens so much, is because no one's paying attention to who's on their team. No one's paying attention
Just shooting everybody.
No one's paying attention to armband colors or being like, okay, yeah, I know this guy likes to run fast or this guy likes to run slow or whatever it is. And they're just so focused on, I don't want to be hit by a BB that I don't know how to play a game or actually be involved in the game.
Jason's the king of finding a fast track to the other side, and he'll work all the way back, and he'll work behind their spawn, and then just like put his rifles like kind of
lay it
down
down
away and just kind of mosey, and then there's like a whole group of them. And he just mows the whole group, and they turn around and they think they got friendly fire.
Right.
Yeah, they're like, dude, I'm like, yep. Oh, shit.
Man.
But the key to that is you got to leave that area quickly right afterwards.
Right. They'll
Because
come after,
they're all
they'll
gonna
come after you right away.
Well, that's happened plenty of times. We wiped everybody out, and I'm like, yeah. Then they run back to spawn. I'm like, oh crap, I'm in this one. I gotta go. And then I'm running back to my side, and then I'm getting shot by my own guys because now I'm running.
Now
and
you're running
like
forward.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun to try to hunker down and be like, okay, come and get me. See how many of them you can get again.
Yeah.
And
I'd say that is really effective.
Yeah.
I don't like to play that way, but man, there's been a few.
Have you
guys,
ever tried it?
No.
Okay, I was making sure.
I was like 3 seconds one time I stayed in a spot.
Yeah.
Maybe
3
5.
seconds. Yeah. Because you shot 3 people a second, right?
No, I just get bored.
He was reloading.
Oh, yeah.
I just get bored.
Actually, I think you move and reload.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty much like doing the whole thing while you're walking.
Yeah, I try to be.
See, I'm more like I'll tuck in a weird corner.
Oh yeah, how did that work for you?
Yeah,
That
you
one
don't, you don't
time?
move very
No.
much.
Still shot you back there hiding, trying to reload, mess with your crowd.
That was not the same. But a lot of time, like I'll find a little honey hole where guys, for some reason, they just always come around the same, and I'm like, boom. 10 seconds later, boom.
And then the same guy
10
comes
seconds
through.
later, boom. I'm like, okay.
Well, and there's weird how there's natural paths, and the more you play in it, you start figuring these out. Like, okay, if I run down this side, like it generally doesn't work.
Right.
And if I run down here, hey, if I can get to this spot, I'm pretty safe. It's funny how you can start to learn, these different spots. And I think it just comes down to like less windows and less opportunities to get shot from
It's
different
the cross
sides.
angles, finding the spots that don't
Like
have
going down
cross
the
angles.
Yeah, and going down the middle, man, you're getting shot this way, and forward. Like I like to go on a side. At least I know there's probably nobody on one side of me if I'm
There's no
all the
one
way
farther left because that's
So
the
at least I'm
street.
just looking here now instead of looking like here now, which I think can be really tough. It just gets to be a lot going on in my brain, but
Yeah, no, those windows, there's a lot. And then recently found out that there's like a doorway that has kind of a crack to it as well, going across the backside. So if you know CQB court or market and you go to far spawn, if you go to the right side towards the maze, you can get shot from a door over there. Yeah. And it's like, what the heck?
It's just like a sliver, like through a gap
yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's like, but you have a really hard time hitting them, but they'll come at you.
Right.
And
They
hit you
have
17 times.
like a
Pa, pa, pa,
perfect
pa, pa, pa.
tunnel, and you're for some reason it's the same line.
Yeah.
But from where you're at, it's
different.
It's such a different peel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you and I have set up opposite of each other in market a couple times where I have a nice little hidey hole and then you have a spot and all we can see is a sliver of each other.
Yeah.
And we'll sit there for a little bit and
try to thread one in there.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on too
Mostly
what the objective is. Because I'm kind of the same way. I like to run at the objective because oddly enough,
Jason doesn't even know what the objective is.
Yeah, and he doesn't
ever.
pay attention to what the game mode is. I like the objectives. Like, team deathmatch is cool and all, but
I hate team
But it
deathmatch.
gets so boring after you shoot like 5 people. You're like, okay, well, what is the point of me playing right now?
I'm just
I don't have
wasting
an
air and
objective.
BBs.
Yeah, it's just target practice, and
he's like, what do you mean?
He's like, give me all the kills, give me all the kills.
It's like, how close can we shoot?
I'm like, okay, guys, let's. It's a raise the flag game. There's 3 flags. Let's break up into 2 teams of 3.
Like,
We'll get at least 2 of them.
There's flags out there?
I'm like, let's break into 2 teams of 3 and go attack the flag and just we'll pull the flag and then we'll camp on the flag and own them the whole time.
Yeah,
Ready?
I like to at least
go. Jason goes. Pew. I'm like, okay, we have a team of 2 and a team of 3.
change of plans.
Yeah. I like generally in those types of objectives, like in domination game, I like to, okay, we need to capture the flag and then we need to pin them in spawn.
Right.
Like we need to run at them right after and just pin them at spawn.
There's nothing more demoralizing than being on the team where the referee goes, all right, other team,
Fall back.
give them some room.
And then you're like, okay, can two of you guys go over to this side now?
Sir, we only have 5. They have 10. What the heck?
They split our team
almost
Almost
every
every
time
time
we play.
Yeah.
Then there's sometimes where I'm like, nope, we're a group of 6. We're a group of 5. We're a group of 4. Whatever
together.
it is. We're together. Not going nowhere. I don't want to play against them right now.
Now, here's the thing. If we're separated, I know he does it. I know Scott will do it. If the rest of the team's over here and the referee's like, hey, we need one to switch teams. Will you switch? We're like, yes.
Yep. And then we're on comms. I'm coming for you. I see you. Guard your pee-pee, because that's all I'm aiming for.
Oh yeah, no, we're pretty brutal to each other. We're aiming for
Way
anywhere
worse.
but the vest.
I
Anywhere
want
but
nothing
the
but
vest.
skin.
All skin.
Jason's never shot me in
The vest.
anything hard. Like vest, helmet, no. Never. It's always like inside of thigh.
And it's always 1 or 2 extra shots on accident.
Or it's like that
No
soft
accidents.
belly
Ooh,
area right under
that
the
hurts.
vest.
You probably don't have that, but ours bigger guys, man, right under the vest.
I get shot. The worst one is right here, armpit and like upper
Nipple.
peck. Yeah, peck area. Dude, that hurts like a son of a gun.
Dude, if you
I hate that
when
one.
you get side nipple, it'll make you almost cry.
well, and
Which is so stupid.
it makes
because
me so
your
mad.
plates are
Yes,
covering this. How am I
absolutely.
getting shot in the titty?
You're like, you have this whole area covered and you have 4 BBs right in your sensitive areas. And you're like, what the heck?
I always get them from the side. Right?
Yeah.
Every time.
Maybe they're like coming from the side, they bounce on there, and that's how they hit you all the way across.
Well, and I noticed too, like when you're going, almost everyone has their elbow up.
Chicken
so
wing.
all of this
Which-
is exposed.
yeah, and
and
I
I'm
don't-
like, wait a minute,
no way.
I must be doing that. So
If I'm getting shot
so I'm
there-
trying to get, into
tight
more
as
of
you
like a
can.
tighter.
Yeah,
thing.
and I see a lot of guys like, not that that's not really poor form, but I mean, but yeah, they're like, they want to get their elbow high and get way up on that gun, which, they say that is good to, for like shooting real steel, stuff like
Well,
that.
and like at the
But,
SIG,
man, like,
University,
it's just
they make you
hard.
stretch that arm.
Hard
Yeah.
holding all that up, and it's just not logical to run around
But
doing
with
that type of
Airsoft,
stuff.
if I'm putting my arm where it's supposed to be for real steel, like way out on the end of the barrel, in Airsoft, if I'm coming around like
You're
this is
sticking your whole arm out.
everything
Yeah.
got shot before I even knew where I was.
Well, I
You're
mean,
putting too much out there. It just doesn't make sense.
And that's just where you learn the CQB with a longer weapon, and that's maybe not applicable at the time. It's maybe not something that you really want to do. But I think it has value because there's different ways you can still maneuver
I choke my hands back almost all the time.
or put your gun like on your
as
shoulder
tight as you can.
Yeah, like put
Like
your
up over.
your
I try
stock
not to
over.
do that because if
I
you
think
get in those habits, like some of those habits, if you start like really compressing that gun super high, especially with like a scope or something, when you start transitioning to real stuff, like you are gonna
Well, you're supposed
create
to
some bad habits.
Well, you're supposed to break the weapon down.
yeah,
and
compress
then-
when you come
and
around
then
and push forward
drive
for
forward,
sure.
Right.
But
Yeah.
oftentimes,
But a lot of guys will
they'll
stay
just hang
up.
it here and they'll just be ta 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 like shooting with the
Yeah.
stock up over their shoulder.
Well, and that's something that I try to take that role for, especially like the rental people who have no idea. They're just here for a fun time or a birthday party, and they have no idea of any of this stuff. And it's like, hey man, when you put your gun in the window, they're gonna shoot you every time because they see your gun before they see you, so they're ready for
especially
it.
with the orange cap on the front of it.
Right, the bright orange cap. So it's one of those where you're like, hey man, let's move around the building a little bit more.
a step back.
Make sure you can see. Don't put your gun in first.
Apparently,
stuff like
there's
that.
some times when the rentals don't want to be coached.
Yeah. Rentals are a interesting group. More often than not, More often than not, they're a little bit younger, a little bit scared, and they need that boost. So that's where
I gave them a boost.
Yeah, maybe we can call it something.
It was. I think I mentioned that last time. You're like, oh, I don't really get mad. I'm like, oh, I have a video of you getting mad. Can you all just get up here and go shoot something? Like, get out of the spawn, like
They
go somewhere.
They actually can respond pretty well. So the owner of the airsoft field, Matt, he's told me all the time, he's like, dude, it's a great opportunity for you to like take a leadership role and be like, hey, let's move together on this.
Yeah.
Let's do this together. And they actually can respond really well to it.
I love that for you.
I try.
We did that with
You
that
knew
one
I don't
little
love
kid.
it with me.
I
That
understand.
one little guy with the
Yeah.
cowboy hat,
Hell
he
yeah.
was scared to get shot.
We
And
made
we're like,
him-
all right, man, you're gonna come with us. We're all gonna surround you. And then I think that that is a big key. We ran past the flag, so the flag that we were trying to raise. To
So
to
it was one of those
protect.
things where you had to have one person that could raise the flag.
Right.
and he had to stay there for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
But
like a
the
detonate.
front of the group, we all like ran past it so we could guard like the front of the
Right,
flag.
we brought him to the flag and
set
then
up
we
security
moved
pretty
forward.
much.
Yeah, and he felt like
and it was he was solid. Like there was no way.
he felt like a champion too.
Yeah,
He was like,
no, it's super fun. It's super fun. I like doing that. The kind of what I had mentioned earlier. Leadership roles.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've taken really seriously. I've got some new really awesome opportunities at my job, opening up a second school, things like that. So I'm really trying to push myself in that. And so finding it in all aspects of my life specifically is really kind of helped me be like, okay, now this is understanding new people. This is understanding different people who are maybe
And how
more
they
scared,
react
brighter.
to
sometimes you
different
just
situations.
Sparta kick him into the action and you're good.
Sometimes,
Just
dude,
what?
I've
Sparta kick him in.
some people respond to that absolutely, like all right, come on, we're going this way, and you grab their shirt or whatever and you yank them into a building. You're like, all right, hey man, we're gonna do this together. You're like, get in there, you're gonna go here, I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna make it happen.
I think that's called kidnapping.
Not if they paid for it.
So
They paid to be there. They
Yeah.
paid to be there. It's fair game.
fair game. Well, last week you came out to the real shooting range and you fully tacked out.
I did.
And you're like, you know what? I really, really want to see how my airsoft skills are now working,
Translating.
which we've had lots of conversations about this in previous episodes.
Yep.
But you were flat doing it.
Oh yeah, I had my steel plates in. I had all my mags full, my belt, pistol on hip, everything, and sling, all of it. So,
And then you're running a full 16-inch instead of your short little jack.
correct. Yeah. So my airsoft rifle is 22 inches long all the way across.
9-inch barrel.
Yeah, 9-inch barrel, and then my actual one is 16. So it's a lot longer, and immediately I felt the difference because on my airsoft rifle, I'm here, my hands are this close, and before I did airsoft, I loved having my hand out. I felt really good. I'm really confident, and now I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm stretching so far. What is this? I need to
Putting
adjust.
it all out there.
But it eventually came back. But the first thing I noticed is the length makes a huge difference in accuracy, right? And
Heard that
stability.
before.
And stability, right? So obviously we know this.
Never tried that.
You know this, right? It's obvious, but at the same time, I felt it. Like I physically was like, oh man, that is huge. It's this, this much movement is a lot compared to, this much movement. But as far as like reloads and everything, the reloads felt the same, like smooth and the good. So I liked that. Moving with
Now,
my real rifle, I felt way less accurate. So but-
an airsoft BB is 6 millimeters
Right.
and weighs nothing.
yes, versus
A 223, you don't have to worry about windage at 50 yards.
right.
No.
It's easier to be accurate when it's going to shoot a dart.
Yes, yes,
That's
absolutely.
my biggest thing was the accuracy level. Like, you sometimes even if your HP is really dialed, I mean, you'll still have some flyers, and if there's a little bit of wind, like
Oh, yeah,
you're trying to
forget
like curve it into a building or whatever.
Or especially if you're shooting from cover and you're shooting into cover, but in between that, there's different angles where
Or
the wind's
windows
catching
or
and
whatever.
changing.
right.
And you shoot and you're like, man, I felt like I was right on before. Now I'm shooting. I'm all over the place.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting, but so the length of it was hard. Mag changes and all that stuff was about the same.
Yeah, definitely. And then just maneuvering the rifle felt really good. Actually, it felt really comfortable because obviously you have to run with a rifle or
And did you
move
keep your
around.
hand out on your real AR? Did you keep your hand out like where your
Yeah, so
Your hand stop is?
my hand position on both rifles is the same. It's just a different length, right? So I have a foregrip on the front of my airsoft, and then I have a foregrip on the front of my real rifle. And so it's the same spot. It's like two M-locks back. It's the same on both of them. And so my hand is in the same position. It's just either farther out or farther in. So being able to translate and run and maneuver with it was really nice and easy. But then being like, okay, now I have to hold this long thing up and maneuver and try to go from target to target. I felt like a bum on last weekend. I felt like a real bum. I was like, man, I am sucking right now. I didn't shoot horrible,
No.
but I felt way worse than I ever have shooting a rifle. Like I think I felt better the first time I ever picked up a rifle and shooting it.
Oh.
I was like, man, this is so fun. I'm doing so good. I hear a ding every now and then, but on Saturday, I was like, man, I'm hearing dings every 4 shots or something like that. And I'm like, this is horrible. I hate every minute of what is happening. I almost wanted to go home.
I want to go home. I just want to go
like,
home.
This is so bad. Well, and then I've always been so confident.
And that thing is butter, dude.
Dude, that thing is smooth. It's nice. It's really well put together. It's dialed in.
I felt like I was playing songs on the steel.
Ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, dong,
Yeah.
dong, dong, ding, ding.
You know, standing there was fine. Standing there is fine.
Moving's
easy.
different.
Moving was way difficult.
Sure.
And I felt like I said, I felt like a bum. And especially with I would have felt fine if my pistol was on, but my pistol was not on at all. And
You didn't have it on your belt?
no, it was there, but like it was there.
It wasn't
but,
working right?
my hand to gun to steel was not working very well. Hand to gun to steel was not working very well. I felt good in my draws. I felt good with my hands and everything. I would shoot, pow, 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 and it would go miss, miss, miss. And I'm like, what in the heck is going on?
All pow and no ding?
Yeah, no. So that was a hard day, and then it makes it even harder when
We'll have K. Miller add him
people
in
are shooting
post.
for free, except for you.
Oh, yeah. We shot all his ammo. I still owe you.
I have this bag, and I had probably 1,000 rounds in there, and all of them are all gone.
And then you're opening more
I put
boxes.
more boxes in there too, for sure. Because
I don't know what you're talking about. Dude.
I wasn't going to shoot. I didn't even bring a pistol out because my knee hurt. And I was like, if I don't bring a gun out.
well, and then it didn't help. Trevor is egging him on the whole time. He's like, "Hey, shoot this gun. Hey, shoot this
Hey,
one.
try
Tell
this
me
one
how you
out.
feel
Try
about
this one
this.
out."
Shoot with this one."
So
then once you get the itch, it doesn't go away. So you want to shoot. As soon as you pull the trigger a few times, you're like, all right, well, I guess
game
I'm
on.
here. So
I'm on. Let's go.
yeah, we tried to do some cool stuff as like a team moving and filming and stuff
We'll
like
see
that.
if that turns
we'll
out.
see if it turns out okay. But like I said, I was missing a lot. So it's like a lot of ding, ding, ding and miss, miss, miss. And I'm like,
Well,
this is
hopefully we were
embarrassing.
firing so fast side by side that
It just sounded
all
like
of our
dings.
misses just sounded like
Yeah,
it was just
yeah.
constant dings.
Yeah,
There were some cool because I was standing behind you guys,
there were some cool
and there were some really
moments.
cool lines.
Yeah.
Tough with one
One
phone,
camera. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. When we were like trying to split or whatever. Yeah. So we were trying to like run down the course or the field or whatever, and then try to shoot left, not try to shoot right or whatever. And then we would like try to cross and, you know, as safely as possible and all that too. But yeah, it was just hard to try to follow the camera with a camera to when people are going different directions and stuff like that. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun to do that.
Yeah.
I wish the
No, I had
camera
a good
could
time.
see it the same.
Right.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It's funny how things don't come out the same. Like,
Well, the only way it's going to look the same is if we had a nice camera that was a wide angle save shot that you could then, because you could duplicate the video and push in on different things.
yeah.
So you
It's
need
a
that.
lot.
You need that one big steady shot that shows you both moving, and then
Like an individual to
And
go
you-
with it.
well, no, you can duplicate that clip and then crop it
Oh.
to left or right.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
I think that's the only way we could get that shot to look right.
Sure.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I don't
was
know. It's
very
always fun
exci-
to do something different like that.
Yeah. It was a very exciting Saturday, other than that, though. So,
You let Kay Miller shoot a shotgun for the first time.
Yeah. She seemed to be excited about
She's
it.
been talking about it all week.
Oh, really?
let's go.
Yeah, she loves it
Oh, dude, it's fun.
because it was new.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
different, and it was yeah.
Well, and it's, you know, it's different than, because we shot clays. So shooting clays in a moving target, and when you get one or you get really close, you're like,
Right.
man, I'm getting it. Versus, you know, when you stand there and you shoot at a target, whether it's steel or paper, you're like, okay, bang, bang, bang. I know I hit the target, and I just stood there. But now you're putting it all together with a
Right.
moving target, with a different, you know, a different weapon, and you get to see the reaction of the clay exploding.
Oh, yeah.
That's very
Well,
exciting.
and she's never like looked down the barrel of a shotgun for that targeting is much different.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, your
And every
index-
time I was standing behind her, like she wasn't missing by
No,
much,
she
but it
was-
was
she was
super
close.
consistent.
Mhm.
because I'd like see the water or whatever, and I kind of like see her barrel. I'm like, oh, I think you're a little right, but she was like very consistently just off. And I'm like, oh, I thought that was on. And it didn't break, but
she definitely got better as time went on. You just give her, she adapted very well. You know, gave her a couple of tips and like, hey, you know, make sure we're following through the clay, making sure that the clay sits on top of your target, all that stuff. And she was like, okay, absolutely, and made it happen. And she got really close every time. I think she hit a few times.
Yeah.
So
she hit a hard one.
Yeah, that happens too. I don't know. I understand how that works. But.
She hit the number 8, right?
Oh, maybe.
I think she hit the number 8.
I don't think you did you?
Oh no,
me probably not.
Oh, I miss that one every time.
I pretty much plan.
Were you going to try to get at my pride? There is none.
I pretty much every time that number 8 comes across, I'm pretty much just like, all right, here goes two
rounds,
free bullets,
nothing into the abyss
Yeah.
of nothing.
I found my way to be the worst 50% shooter there was.
I actually didn't shoot very well because I was getting ready to go to North Dakota.
Yeah. I was a little nervous for you there, but then you came back and you said it was good. So
I agree.
Sometimes you just need those bad days to overcome.
And my whole year I'm trying to do it with just my 410, which is not the best way to do anything because it is the smallest of.
It's like throwing 3 pebbles at a bird.
Yeah, it's not effective, right? But it's fun, and I wanted a challenge, and this whole thing of doing this Rudy hunt with a 5-month-old cocker and my 410, like it was like
the 2 hardest things.
Like the 2 hardest things you could almost put together, other than just like hunting with a Red Ryder BB gun. About the only thing harder.
And a grandkid. Run around over there.
The bug assault.
Yeah,
that might be a little easier, but anyway, I did shoot I shot clays with my 410 and it didn't. I was 75% ish.
I don't even know, dude. It was pretty bad.
It wasn't great for me. It was really bad. It was pretty bad. And I was going.
I would have taken his day as a win.
Yeah, it was not for me.
Normally, every time he just like picks up a shotgun,
trigger pull,
boom, go, trigger boom, go, and it's like a half a second between each pull, and then he moves on to the next one, and he gets all of them right away. And so I was a little nervous for you, but
I
I'm
was
glad it turned
driving
out.
7 hours of that in my mind, going, that didn't go very well yesterday. Hope that. And right out of the gate, had actually a really tough like reaction shot with Rudy. Oh man, right out of the gate. He dropped down and he got a little weird. And I was like, oh, something's going on. And man, this freaking Hungarian partridge comes out and they fly like lightning. And I just swung and pop and feathers blew off. And I was like,
you're like, all right, I guess we're on today.
We're back on. I feel a lot better now.
Sometimes people are Allen Iversons, practice. What about practice?
So it
I
ended up
average
going
40 points a game. Y'all want to talk about practice.
So thank goodness that ended up turning out better because that would have been a really long week in North Dakota shooting.
Especially
absolute crap.
You're hunting with someone that you know but don't know.
Yeah,
right.
Hunted with
and both of the dogs were like 5 months old, right?
They're
Young
brothers,
puppies. Yeah, we did take a couple other older dogs, but we tried to hunt the puppies a lot. But
it's a hard couple of days if that guy's knocking everything out of the sky.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he had a couple that he was, that he was like, oh, I should hit that one. So he had everyone has moments like that, but it didn't stand out either way of like, oh crap, that was really bad or whatever. We obviously harassed each other a little bit, but for the most part, we shot everything we were going after. So yeah, I guess that works out.
I mean, it's better than the alternative.
Still did it with Rudy. Oh, dude.
That dog is amazing. He's so cute.
I know. We talk about him every time on the show just because he's just that freaking cute. And I've been a pointer guy forever. Like, I am just a pointer guy. I even have like shirts to say like hunting without a point. There's no point in hunting without a pointer or something of that nature. And after this, my friend Joe basically gave me Rudy. Now I'm hooked.
Yeah,
he's so much joy. You know how like you react off of other people. Like if someone's in a bad mood, it's hard to not, it kind of brings you down or brings you up or whatever. Well, Rudy is so freaking happy.
You could be in the worst mood ever, and he comes around the corner.
Watch this little dog run around with just absolute excitement all the time. And you're like, okay, well, this is a sucky situation, but now it's a lot better.
It's not so bad now.
We were hunting and like the first day was like 40-mile-an-hour winds. Oof. I mean, you're walking across, you're leaning into the freaking wind as it's blowing back at you. And I mean, just like, it was like that moistury cold, just like bitter. Oh, it just sucked. And then you get Rudy out, and Rudy's like, "Oh, I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. Let's go over here. Let's go over here." And you're like, "All right, I'm in."
Yeah, Rudy, he's a great dog. He's
so cool.
I feel like I think he smiles every time.
In his pictures,
all day,
for sure.
In his pictures, for sure.
I don't know if he like just like rolls his lip up, but it does. It looks like he's
little,
grinning.
Like, hi, I'm a little happy dog. Look at me.
And I didn't notice, but in the last picture I sent to a buddy of mine, 'cause he's like, "Hey, how'd it go?" And I sent in the picture of him on the truck, and the one picture of him on the truck, he's kind of like bow-legged on the front anyway, just like their style. But he's got these big old shoulders. You know, she's all sitting there looking all badass. It was pretty cool,
but still smiling.
And very cute, very badass, but cute.
He's probably one of my favorite animals I've ever met.
He's right up there with mine as well.
And then when he gets on like a trail, when he gets a bird, he's got a whole different energy as well too.
Yeah.
When we were hunting in Wyoming, and we finally got a bird after a few hours. Because we were going for a sage grouse, which was awesome. I love that. But we went for a sage grouse, and he's excited. He's running around, and then he's kind of like trotting and plotting or whatever. And then we get a couple. He picks that bird up. That dog ran so fast trying to find the next one. He was on for another.
It lit a fire.
Yeah, for me at the time, you got your fill right away because you can only do 2. So you got your 2 right away. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, we haven't seen a bird since he shot his birds, and I'm getting kind of irritated. And then Rudy's running around. I'm so excited. It's like, okay, well, if he's excited, I can be excited.
If he's in the game, I'm in the game.
I gotta be in the game. And luckily, not long after that, I ended up getting my fill too, which was exciting. Or my limit.
Yeah,
which was super cool, and that was very exciting. I love that. I just love walking around too.
It's fun with those moments, to where it's hard to keep that enthusiasm up, like Rudy.
Yeah.
when you're walking and you're walking and you're walking,
especially if it's just not happening.
And then to keep the edge, and that's actually where I actually ordered some of these smelling salts, something like this to keep in the truck, because I noticed like when you get walking and you're just like your mind starts like going over here, and then you start noticing like where you're holding your gun, you're putting it up over your shoulder, or you're just not holding it like ready.
Right.
And then all of a sudden something happens and you have a split second, and every little bit makes a freaking difference.
Yes,
and if you're walking all day and you're going to get one opportunity, you got to be that whole day. You got to be game on that whole day. And that's hard. I know last year when you were hunting with me, I noticed there was a few times you were holding your gun like kind of like over his shoulder or whatever, and I didn't say nothing at first, and then birds would jump up, and then he'd have to try to get his gun to get it, and he's like, "Oh, jeez."
Well, to be fair, I was using a 12 gauge pump action for goose and everything, but I didn't have a over under at the time. But yeah, that was a fun time. But we were also walking a lot and seeing nothing. Yeah, we saw that there was antelope that were circling us the whole time. We were out there for like 10 hours or something, and we saw 3 coveys, I think, maybe 3 coveys. And that's hard to deal with. And also carrying something way longer and not being able to break it down and no sling or anything like that. Man, my arms were definitely tired. Tired trying to get it. But I got a couple shots off trying to get there. Yeah. But that was a really hard hunt, but it was a lot of fun. I had a good time. I enjoyed it.
Well, even this one, I was noticing where I would get tired, like just wanted to hold it differently, but then it would happen so fast that I felt behind. I'm like, nope, I got to stay in it. I got to stay in it. I got to stay in it. If I'm out here walking, you better be in the games.
Yeah.
So I just I kept having it like right here and like ready, especially with my 410, because I'm trying to like crack that round off as quick as possible, because I don't, not that it can't go further, it's just it makes it way harder. So I'm trying to shoot them as quick as I possibly can.
Well, and you've got this dog out there who, he's only 6 months old.
Yeah, 6 months now. Yeah.
And if he jumps up birds and you're not putting any birds on the ground because you're getting tired.
Yeah, I don't want to let him down either, more than anything, because he wants that retrieve.
Right.
Yeah. And so bad, like we'll probably correct this later, or maybe he'll just grow out of it and I don't have to correct it. But he gets so wound up because there was a ton of hens, and you can't shoot the hen pheasants. And when they come up, like he would like do all this work, and I'm like, "Oh, get ready," and he'd be, and then he'd get this freaking bird up, and it was a hen, and we can't shoot, so we just have to leave it.
Did he turn around and look at you?
And no,
like, what the heck?
No, he would kayak like guy, and he would just disappear. Like we were hunting by sunflowers, and the bird fly out. And he just guy, like he just disappeared.
He's like, I'll get it back here.
Like, get that bird.
Come back, you son of a bitch. You know? It was cute at first,
That's
and I'm
funny.
like, maybe this isn't a great habit. Well, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
He didn't do it as
He'll
much.
get tired of running after things he's not going to
I
catch.
thought so, and then I thought I almost lost him in a sunflower field because he went after one, and then I didn't hear him for a while, and I was like, ooh, like I can't see. The sunflowers are like, yay high. So this high to me is whether like 3 feet, but
3.5.
but I lost him for a little bit, and I was like, ooh, I started.
You know,
getting
you couldn't
nervous.
come home.
yeah. What would I do?
Yeah.
Start mowing the place down. Get a hand mower. Start looking for my dog.
And then when you get it all mowed down, you find him at the truck.
Yeah, probably already there. But anyway, it was super fun.
Yeah.
But
Well, that kind of can lead into our topic of work ethic today.
yeah, which his work ethic
Dog
is
work.
really freaking good.
Yeah.
And we talked a lot about that, about just like having a dog, like what makes a great dog from an okay dog, and a dog that's just thinking about it, and he's just driven to stay on it and in it all the time.
Right.
And even though it's sucking
Well,
or whatever, he's still like in the game.
There's dogs that you can teach to hunt. And then there are dogs that were just born.
Just want it naturally, right?
And you can't, I mean, you can't teach a dog to have that want to.
Right. I mean, there's plenty of dogs that want to like.
But when you find that dog that has the want to and wants to learn, like Rudy, whew,
It just happens easy.
Well, and you put them in an environment where everyone around them is doing that same thing. It comes out a lot easier for sure.
Well, it's just like, I'm sure that's a lot like, like kids. I'm sure you notice that with kids in martial arts. When like the whole thing of like being surrounded by like-minded people.
Oh, yeah.
Like keeps you in that game, keeps you thinking
Yeah.
about it. Whether it's going to church or whether it's at martial arts class or something like that, and helps keep everybody in the game. But
Yeah, so with that, the hard part is, the classes are always great. No one complains about, oh, hey, they're having a hard time in class or they're not enjoying class for X reason or whatever. There's always an outside reason. And so we as instructors and, business people in the martial arts world, we're combating more so parents, because what we're instilling are those awesome values of work ethic, discipline, knowledge, respect, all that stuff, right? But parents aren't always backing us up. So parents, they need to make sure that if they want to see that difference that they're expecting from their kids, they've got to help uphold those things as well.
make sure they get them there.
Yeah.
And make sure they're on class on
well,
time.
no,
And
and not even just, it's not a class thing. It's an at-home follow-through thing.
Right. So it's like,
Oh.
So if we're saying we're working on this work ethic and honesty and dedication this week, and then the kid comes to class and he's performing great, but then when he goes home, the parents don't have the same, they're not buying in at the same time.
I use this all the time, whether I'm teaching my regular class or whether I'm teaching at like a school program or something like that, is, why do we say yes, sir, or yes, ma'am, when we're in class, right? Oh, we're using it for respect. We're showing respect. Okay, well, what are we showing them? We're showing them ultimate respect to whoever you're talking to, right? So I'm going to call you yes, sir, or I'm going to call you sir and you ma'am, right? But if mom and dad at home says, hey, little Johnny, take out the trash, and you say, okay, yeah, you're not showing them ultimate respect. Are you doing the task? Yes, you're doing the task, right? Or maybe you're doing it slow or whatever. But if you go up and say, yes, ma'am, I will, or yes, sir, I will, and you do it well, that's a whole different story. So why can the kid at Taekwondo, when I say, hey, Johnny, can you help me take out this trash? And they say, yes, sir, and they do it really fast. But when they go home, it's not the same expectation. So the same expectation needs to be at both, maybe a little bit different in terms of, okay, this is the expectation at home because we want it done a certain way, but the expectation of saying yes, sir, yes, ma'am, and doing it quickly and efficiently, that's something
And you
that
also
is
have to
hard to get with the
find-
families.
You have to find that fine line between letting a kid be a kid
Right, absolutely.
and instilling those values. Because if everything is in a box, I see a lot of kids get broken that way, where they're just like kind of like how you train dogs. We talked about this the other day. It's very different. It's very different than other people training dogs. You let the dogs be dogs. You go outside,
Yeah, try to nurture their natural instincts.
Right. You're not like,
whatever.
this dog is going to be on my hip. Well, because why? It's not conducive to what you want to do. Where with a lot of kids, I think you have to have discipline and you have to have guidance.
Right.
But you also have to give them the ability to cultivate that in like being a kid world.
Yes, absolutely. The idea, I guess, would be to kind of piggyback off of that is, we want to help make it so they can switch back and forth fast, right? So, hey, Johnny's playing with his Legos or playing Xbox or running around outside. Mom needs to do a task. Boom, they do the task. They come back outside and they continue doing whatever they're doing, right? I don't want you to think that I'm sitting here saying, okay, everyone needs to be, straight line, straight back, doing this, blah, 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 or robots, soldiers or whatever. You want to make sure that you're still nurturing them. And that's what we do in classes. Our classes are significantly different than a lot of these other Taekwondo schools or these other.
I coached kids jiu-jitsu for several years. It's the same thing. Like you could find where you're working with the kids and you're like, you have to be like, this week you're like, man, I feel like I've just got to be on them all week. They're just not getting it. And then you kind of come to the realization that they're not enjoying it because you've been up their butt all week.
Yes.
They're not going to give me the effort that I want because all they see me as is a disciplinarian.
Well, I could see definitely, to both of your guys' point, how they may have a expectation level set in the dojo or whatever it is on the mats with you guys, because you guys are like, hey, I'm basically asking you, or I'm asking the kids, I want you to call me yes sir, no sir, sensei, whatever. I don't know what you guys would ever use.
Yeah.
But at home, that's probably not the case. And most of the time, their parents are not requesting or pushing to have that same respect. So I would imagine that's a hard expectation because, like, when you're here, you're going to call me yes sir, no sir, or whatever. And then when you go home, the parents are like, oh, just go do whatever and just whatever.
Right.
Where you're here, like, here, no, let's stay on track.
At
let's
home,
stay
you're
focused.
just hoping they don't call their parents by their first name.
Yeah.
So, well, because you don't, for lack of a better word, you don't give homework, right?
So in our leadership program, we actually do. So we have a black belt leadership program, and that we give them homework. So every month we have like a top something of the month. So like, for example, we're talking about strength right now, right? So how can you have strength? What gives you strength? Does confidence build strength? Things like that. And so they'll have it's like a 3-question homework, and some of them are activities that they have to do. Some of them are like service that they have to do. So a large portion of our school is the Black Belt Leadership Program. So they do actually have some type of homework. The problem that you run across with this kind of homework, especially since it's not school oriented, right? It's not coming from their actual school teachers, is parents will just kind of sign off on it, right? They'll just be like, all right, check
and it's
mark,
back to
sign off.
not enforcing.
Priority level goes down.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
that's all back to not enforcing it.
Which is like that work ethic that kind of we were talking about, and being able to have that self-discipline to be able to do those sorts of things and be able to uphold even the smallest of things, right? If you're not having integrity with a small piece of homework saying do 10 push-ups over 10 days, then how are you going to have integrity when your boss says, hey, I need this project done, or hey, I need you to write a letter for college application, and you do it the day after it's due.
And you wonder too, when they are at home, they're examples of their parents. Their parents are their examples, and what does their work ethic look like?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not, very good work ethic type people, and they're totally not into yes sir and yes ma'ams and yada yadas. And, then it totally doesn't get reinforced.
Yeah. No,
so then when they come to you guys or whatever being trained on, and it's a whole different program. So I imagine that's got to be a heck of a learning curve.
It can be. In some cases, you can know.
You can either make or break somebody, I would imagine, with that. Because it'd be like, well, this sucks because every time I come here, all I'm is basically told what to do. But I do know that there are dogs and kids and all that really want the structure.
Need that.
They need that structure.
Kids absolutely need structure, man. They absolutely need that. They need to be kids, kind of like what you said, right? They need to run around and do all this, but they need to know that it's okay to turn it on and off, right? They need to be able to do both. And with kids especially, you have to remember that they need to move. They need to run around. They need to do all this and that, right? So I was just talking about this to my boss the other day, but I saw kind of an article. So I follow a lot of like religious podcasts, so Christianity and all that stuff. And I watch a lot of things and I try to absorb as much as I can. And I like to watch political stuff and all that. So, but when it comes to young boys, especially, they get labeled really fast and really easily because parents get, quote, overwhelmed, right? I don't like to think overwhelmed is kind of a thing because, you know, overwhelmed is just, oh, I'm not handling my business. I'm not doing tasks, and you essentially freeze. So I like to think that when you're actually doing, when you get into that state of overwhelmed, that you need to complete one task. Now you're not overwhelmed anymore. You're starting to
move forward into a positive direction.
Absolutely.
It's the old adage, how do you eat an elephant?
Right. So you start
one
with
toe at a time,
something like that.
Just one
However
bite.
you want, one bite at a time.
One bite at a time.
But with kids and especially young boys, they are automatically, ADHD, autism, you know, on the spectrum. They've got, you know, argumentative disorder or whatever it is. It's like, well, no, it's just a young boy. You know, it's a young boy and
who has nowhere to vent the
Right.
energy he has.
Right. And then they get put on medicine, and then after they're put on medicine, now they're humiliated for shooting hogs and doing things like that. Not saying that we've been humiliated that way, but you know, it's starting to kind of hit the younger generation where it's like, okay, now we're gonna medicate them to calm them down, and then we're gonna tell them that it's not really okay to do manly stuff. The manly stuff that we like to do. And so for us, we give them that outlet. We let them go, you know, a little bit. And then we, as soon as, all right, everyone attention, right? They're on it right away. They're doing what they need to right away in a healthy manner. And I think that's part of what the kind of home to Dojang translation, that's where that comes in, is parents aren't enforcing that. They're, oh man, he's going too crazy. You need to sit down, or you're in timeout, or whatever it is. And sometimes
Or
the kid
redirect
just needs,
the energy for a minute.
Yeah, just go do something.
Do something
And
different.
I'd say that all the time with dogs. It's so funny how so much of this stuff is relatable. Which you know, I didn't have any really really young kids. I married into kids, and they were all a little bit older, so I didn't have a lot of this like young stuff. But but for the most part, you know, kids just want to go. They just want to go do things.
Yeah.
And with a puppy, same thing. If a puppy is in your house and he's chewing crap up and he's making a mess and he's doing all these other things, just go do something with him.
Yeah.
Go stimulate his brain, go stimulate his body and his brain all at one shot. And then when he comes in, then he's done.
Yeah.
Like that is just all that
want
is.
the belly rubs and that's it.
Yeah. All that is to me is telling me that I have a dog or whatever that wants to go, and he needs to go do something. And trying to just keep reining this in is not helping anything.
Yeah.
In fact, it creates way more problems rather than
Now
just
you're disciplining everything out of them.
Yeah, get my ass up and just take them out for a minute. You
It's
know,
like
let's just go for a freaking mile walk and whatever. And you could do that with a kid. Like, all right, you're acting like a crazy man. You're driving me nuts. Let's go. Let's go to a creek and go find rocks and throw rocks in the freaking water. Like, it doesn't take much.
Right.
But just go do something rather than feed them a freaking iPad or just tell them to, you know, try to rein them down either with medication or like, hey, calm down. No, let's just go do something.
It's like trying to fit the snake in the jar or whatever, the little pop thing. You remember those back in the day?
Like the spring loaded.
Yeah, and it's like you're like kind of messing with it. You're like,
it's like popping out every damn direction.
Right, yeah. So that's exactly what that is. You know, these kids
just
are
let it
super
out.
wound, and it's like, bro, just let them out, do something.
Yeah,
do
it
something
doesn't take
with
that much.
them. And there's a huge disconnect right now, and then it leads to, you know, the kids just wanting to quit everything. They're like, oh well, he's mean to me, or I have to work really hard, and I don't want to work hard. I just had a kid come up to me. He's like, oh, I don't want to do demo team anymore, and I'm like, why not, buddy? Like you're great at it. You're creative. You put a whole routine together by yourself without any instruction. You put together a cool board break routine, all this and stuff, and we're rewarding you by putting it into the performance. And he's like, well, the workouts are too hard, and I'm not having fun. I'm like, what do you mean the workouts are too hard? Like you were doing basic 15 minutes of, you know, maybe getting your body moving, running back and forth,
like you're running
jump
boot camp
rope,
routines,
right?
For the military.
We do some strength. Some days we do strength stuff.
It's not like push-ups to failure.
Right. No, absolutely not. Right. So we do some strength training, but you know, these are young kids who need to be strength training because, you know, when you're doing backflips and stuff like that, you got to have strong ankles, you got to have strong core, all this stuff. So you have to be strong,
safe.
right? For safety,
so they're not hurting themselves.
Exactly. Right. And I'm like, dude, you're good at the workouts. Like he's an athletic kid, and I'm just like, it's just breaks my heart that, you know, parents are kind of giving into that sometimes, and that sometimes, I'm not saying that parent was specifically, but it's just hard to hear that, you know, oh, something is hard, so I'm going to stop doing it.
We've always had a rule with our girls. You can try anything you want. And I don't care what it is, whatever sport or activity, if you want to do it, we'll sign you up for it.
Right.
But the rule is, if I sign you up for it, you will complete that season.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You don't have to do it next season.
Yeah.
If it's just not your thing, but guess what? You're going to finish this season out, and you're going to finish it.
Yeah.
Take it to the end.
That's an excellent rule. I highly encourage that all the time. And unfortunately, we had to kind of adjust our scheme because people are like, oh, my 5-year-old can't commit to a year. And it's like, no, you can't commit to a year. You don't want to commit to getting your kid here.
5-year-old can commit to whatever you want him to commit to.
And so
5-year-old doesn't even know there's a commitment going on.
And so it runs into the you know, a 5-year-old running the house, and it's like, dude, you know, the average household income in the area is like $100,000 or something like that, $94K or something like that, and it's like you're letting a 5-year-old make $94,000 worth of decisions right now, and I don't understand that personally.
Right.
It's like, you know, the child, yes, needs structure. You can give them choices, give them proper choices, of course, like, oh, what color shirt do you want to wear, red or green? Okay, they're going to pick red or they're going to pick green, but you have to wear the shirt, right? Right. It's not, do you want to go to Taekwondo today? Do you want to go to Jiu-Jitsu today? Whatever it is, it's, okay, what shoes are you going to wear to Taekwondo today? What hat do you want to wear to Taekwondo today? What jacket do you want to wear to Taekwondo today, right? So you got to give them those proper choices and that guidance.
When you build the schedule in.
Right, absolutely.
Kids adhere and adjust the schedule. They're like,
kids rely on schedule.
On
they
Tuesdays
are
and Thursdays,
dependent on schedules. If you get those kids out of schedule, almost all the problems actually for us when people are like, oh, my child wants to quit, it's because, well, what are they doing before? Are they playing with their friends before? Are they allowed to screen time, games, TV, whatever it is before? Because if you take that away,
turning this into a punishment,
right? You take that away. You take that away from them. You're like, all right, it's time to go to Taekwondo. Well, I'm not done playing my game, so I don't want to go to Taekwondo. Right. Oh, that means they want to quit. They're done. Right. So, and that's not true at all.
Saying, where they turn the activity into what the kid sees as a punishment.
Right. Now it's something they don't want to do at the time, but and then they get mad.
As soon as they walk in the door, though,
it's a fun time. They're having a good time.
There's so many kids that their parents will be like, dude, it is like pulling teeth to get him in the car to get here. And I'm like, really? Because right when he walks through the door,
whole different person.
Great.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, look on the floor. Look at your child right now. Look how awesome they're doing. How they're smiling and having a great time. Like, so you want to take that away from them?
I kind of feel like that way about Texas sometimes. Like, I don't want the drive. Sucks. But when I'm there, ooh, I love it. I don't want to leave.
You know what's funny?
That drive.
That's what drives me to get down there. Is I'm like, man, just wait till I get out of this car. Just wait till I get out of this car.
10 more hours or 12 if you're with Scott.
As long as we're not in Scott's truck,
driving 12 hours in a bumpy ass truck,
listening to Pink Pony Club.
I don't care, dude.
He doesn't listen to anything.
He loves that song.
I love the drive down and the drive back. I love it. Like,
good for you.
Just like goofing with the guys and
you're like 3 months in on those drives,
dude.
We'll see. We'll reconvene next year.
I'm 20 years in on this.
I've been driving and filming for a long time.
That's fair.
I've lived on the road, and it's, to me, like, if you like the people you're with, the road trip to me is like, that's like dessert.
Unfortunately, I have to make that drive by myself all the time through the night.
Yeah.
My schedule makes it so hard. I have one of the greatest schedules for work. Like, as like a work schedule, okay, I go in at 1, I leave at 8. That gives me time in the morning / a little bit of afternoon, and I can still go do something at night if I want to. We can still go out on like a nice little date night or something like that.
At 9 o'clock at night when you get off? Yeah. No, that's bedtime.
Oh yeah,
There's no time after.
Nothing good happens outside after 8:30.
9 o'clock, the world shuts off. Everyone should go to bed,
except for putt and going to the pool or play pool.
I don't know what
you're
talking about.
I don't either. I didn't know anything. It was even
weird
open.
Stuff.
Well, anyway, but yeah, so it gives me time to do all those things, and I have plenty of time to get all my work done. And but unfortunately, I can't leave, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon with everyone to go down to Texas, and I can't. I have limited days off, and I have to work, Monday through Friday. And so I have to use my days accordingly.
So you have to leave Friday right after.
No, I leave right after. Sometimes I'll be able to take Fridays off most of the time, and that's what I usually do. Is I'll take Friday off, but I'll leave Thursday at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock, and I'll try to get there.
And drive all night
and drive through the night after working. There's a couple of stations that I'll stop at, so to take a nap or get an extra coffee or whatever it is. But by the time I get there,
the Big Texan.
It's closed at that
the
time.
Big Texan is closed at that time, unfortunately.
We need to drive during that time.
Well, that already ruins the drive right there. Count me out, right?
So, but yeah, making that drive through the night, it gets to like 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, dude, I am done. I need to be there now.
See, that's the only thing. I hate driving. Like your travel day is an overnight, which then ruins the whole next day.
The morning for sure.
The morning is a little bit harder. If I can get a little bit of a nap in before everyone gets there, then it works out fine. And I can manage because I can take little power naps, which is nice. But as soon as they're out there, man, I'm alert. I'm ready to go. And
I'm good
like,
at power
okay,
naps too. They're like 2.5, 3 hours
in the truck.
Mine are 2.5, 3 minutes power nap. Just turn it off, reset.
No,
it's nice. I'll enjoy it.
I'm not old enough to take naps yet, or young enough. It's like that. It's like it's acceptable
You're in that weird spot
as an infant, and then as like an elderly person, naps are okay. But in between, doesn't
I feel like
right.
someone
Are you
just
sure
called
you're not
me
there yet?
elderly.
You're
You could be one end of the spectrum or the other. I gave you 2 options. You pick which one you want.
Well,
to
you're
be
definitely on the spectrum.
I don't know.
Won't say where.
But it makes the morning tough, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't want to have once 9 o'clock hits, I don't want to be doing anything unless I'm in Texas.
Yeah,
At home, dude, 9 o'clock hits. I'm like, nope.
Well,
See, I'm the
nothing is
opposite.
happening.
9 o'clock in Texas, I'm like, we should all be asleep.
Well, that's
It's
gonna have
dark.
to change.
It's dark.
As
You can see all
dark
the
can
stars.
get. Yeah,
It's
he
nice.
talked about that last time about just he was
Stars.
amazed by
It's awesome.
all like looking up and going like, holy.
I didn't know there were stars.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's different if you're hunting all night, but then then you can sleep during the day.
Well, when we're guiding, like you're up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's hard. Is like when you put people out at 6 o'clock at night or whatever.
You have to be
and
you
you gotta
gotta
be
go
you gotta be on your phone, and because they're gonna be like, they're gonna be wanting to quit, and you gotta be like, no, let's just hang a little longer. Let's just hang a little longer.
I can't see anything through my scope.
Whatever they've got crap going on, so you've got to be alert. And the last thing you want to do is have everyone decide they want to quit, and then you're taking a nap.
Yeah.
That would be horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. But for me, when I get to Texas, it's I can stay awake. My body can go through for a long time for whatever I need, as long as I have like a mental stimulation, right? So as long as I have something that I need to do or something that I have to be ready for or something like that, I can manage no problem. And so for Texas, when you're guiding, you're like, okay, I got to get people out. All right, I got to get the corn, or I got to make sure the corn's good.
Right.
I got to make sure people are good. I got to make sure that, guns are ready. I got to make sure that I remember how to cut a hog or whatever it is. And I got to remember all these things to put together a great experience for our clientele, and then be ready to serve them at the absolute best level that I can.
How many rounds do you send your hunters out with?
5 each. It's 5 each.
This guy gave him 2.
Well,
he's like, here you go. Make it work. Well, it could have been worse. Could have been just the one.
yeah.
No.
That's just wondering.
I do tell every.
Well, you got your pig one shot, right?
Yeah.
No,
so it
I'm
didn't
just-
matter.
I
All
just
you
like to
needed
give
was the
Scott
one.
a hard time.
Yeah.
We
He
give
makes it
everybody
easy.
5, just that the way we can keep track of it. And man, if everyone dumps 5 rounds, a lot of something is going on. Either there's
A lot of dead pigs.
dead shit
or
everywhere, or wounded
a lot
shit
of
everywhere.
Or there's a lot of holes we got to fix.
Or there's holes in whatever windows, and it's hard to say. But yeah, it can get wild sometimes. And I've had a couple like where guys will shoot, and then they're like, hey, I used to have guys run out to the blind, like if a pig went down immediately, I used to have them get out of the blind, like put everything on ceasefire, like, all right, nobody shoot, in the whole property, wait till this guy gets back and just drag the pig back to the blind and get back in, so there wasn't a dead animal out or whatever. Well, then we found out that wasn't helping us. Well, this one guy shot, I heard it hit, and he's like, hey, can I go get it? And he's down. I was like, okay, yeah. Well, he gets there, and the pig tries to get up, and he freaks out and draws his sidearm, and he dumps an entire mag.
Jeez.
into this thing. Well, he shoots once and it still moves. Well, it's done, but it's just kicking. So then he shoots again and it's still kicking.
Yeah, but they got to kick out. That's what they do.
That's just
Well,
nerves.
he didn't know
It was
that.
dead the first time, probably.
Right, yeah.
And so he freaks out because he's like, dude, I've shot this thing now 3 or whatever times. Now it's whatever. Now he's like, ka 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 ka. And from camp, I'm sitting out on the back porch and front porch. I'm like, holy crap! Like, what in the hell is going on? Like, who is shooting who? Like, what is happening?
Is there a civil war?
Like, do I need to strap up and go? Like, what is going on? It was pretty nerve-wracking for a minute.
Yeah. So stay out, and the pigs don't even care if they're dead. Like they'll move them out of the way.
They'll roll
so,
a dead pig out of the way.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So you just leave them
So-
there. You leave them there. Pick everybody up. Pick all the pigs up, and good to go.
Right.
Make it nice and easy, nice and clean.
Well, speaking of picking pigs up, Scott, I don't know if maybe I'm letting the cat out of the bag. I don't know what, but he decided to buy a golf cart for the ranch. Have you guys already heard about this? And I'm the last one. You guys are all smirking like you already knew.
No idea that this was a thing.
Okay.
None.
I didn't until yesterday.
I know.
He knew. Well, he sends me a video. And he's like, oh, man, I'm really excited to show you this thing. And he sends me this literally like a limousine.
It's an 8-seater.
It's like
An
20, it's like
8-seater
20
golf cart?
seats. I mean, it's...
What is he golfing at Augusta over here? Driving?
Yeah,
other
and I'm
people?
just like, okay, what is that? And he's like, oh, this is for the ranch. I'm like,
Why?
how do you see this working? And he's like, oh, like we could take everybody out of this. I'm like, well, it's only like this high off the ground.
He
Like,
ordered
there's
a
no
lift
way
kit.
it's gonna go through. I'm getting there.
Oh,
Like, there's no way that's gonna go through like the ditches and
Mm-hmm.
hills and all this. And he's like, oh, I got this. And he opens up the box on all this on FaceTime or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, see those are leaf springs. I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, it's gonna lift it like this and da. I'm like, it's still like 30 feet long. I mean,
the road between 4 and 5. How many times
there-
are we
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have to pull the cart?
Oh
out?
my gosh! Yeah, I mean, it'd literally be like on like a cartoon.
Teeter-totter.
Like it would get up on there and it would be like this, and then everyone would have to like run to the front to like get it to come off.
We might as well just make that. Take that thing to Lucky's. That's what that thing is going to be for.
Like, is it breakfast mobile?
A breakfast mobile.
All right, let's go get burritos and
Well,
the
'cause, like,
golf cart.
I mean, I think that takes away from the experience of being like, oh, they were in this really cool truck. We had to sit on it,
Yeah.
drive around, do all
in the back of the
this.
truck, and yeah,
And-
and there's some safety things like you got to make sure you put all the guns inside, and you don't want people climbing in and out of a truck, and
Well,
and there's
those-
parts of that to where it's you almost like people can look at it two ways. They can look at it as like, hey, it was a neat experience to like jump in the back of this old truck and go beat around through the bushes, or they can be like, dude, they didn't even have a place for us to sit. We had to sit on the damn
Back of the truck, on the
toolbox or
fucking
on the back of the rails.
Yeah.
Especially it was cold as crap and it was raining on us.
And then you get guys
there's
my
that
age
experience.
Yeah, but that's
at night getting out of the back of that pickup is sometimes
Yeah. And it's tall.
it's tough on your knees. If you're
Yeah.
an older guy that's beat up at all, man, stepping off of a golf cart to get in is probably
Way easier.
way easier on my body.
And we did talk about building like a step side up to it with racks on there, like we could sit down. But then I asked Scott, I'm like, okay, well, then like, how are we gonna get pigs back? I mean, there are times where, dude, we've shot 16 pigs in a night.
Sure.
And I'm like, there's no way
Yeah,
this
not in a
thing's gonna
golf
hold
cart.
8 freaking guys and 16 pigs or whatever the case is in a golf cart. So he's like, oh, well, I'm gonna put a hitch on the back and we'll put a trailer, or we'll just come back and get the truck.
dude.
And
How
I'm like,
much horsepower does he think this thing?
I don't know.
has?
Maybe he's gonna soup it up, put NOS in it. I don't know.
Yeah, but if you go pick
He's got a supercharger on it.
if you go pick up all the guys in the golf cart and then
Come back and get the truck
and grab
then
the truck and load them
Sure.
in, then the guys are back at camp, sitting around a fire, hanging out.
And it's just we got to figure out the routine of it and all that stuff and like how it works out or whatever. And not that we have to use it every single time if we don't choose to or whatnot. And maybe we can give their
If your
clients the option.
situation is more gung ho, like let's get grimy guys, you throw them in the back of the pickup.
Right. So anyway, it'll be a neat option once it's all done. I'm curious to see how it gets around the ranch. The thing is, like, I mean, it's literally like 20 feet long. I mean, it's
Yeah.
It's this room.
it's the whole room.
Yeah.
Yeah, he puts it in his garage and he's like hitting the wall on the front and the back
garage
is barely
door,
even
like-
closing.
Yeah, it's right in front of it. Ew,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like it's huge. So I don't know. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at about it yet. He was really excited. It could be
Don't
cool.
poo-poo his.
I'm not poo-pooing it yet. I don't know. I don't see it yet.
What if we get it wrapped?
I don't know. That could make it worse.
Camo wrap it?
It's like putting a spoiler on a freaking, on a Dodge Neon or
Putting
something.
a tuxedo on a turd.
Wait, can we make it like a hog? Give it like teeth and then like a razor back?
Oh, I'm sure you.
Little tail on the
you
backside.
Actually, you probably just get like a decal that just like sticks right on the front that has like
Yeah.
the teeth that come up with the eyes. Actually, you could probably make our logo big enough and just stick it on the front and make it look like that's part of its head.
That could be that could be something.
Cute.
I don't know if we're going for cute.
It's still a golf cart on a hunting ranch. So it's going to have to float in that cute category a little bit.
It sets us apart, okay? It sets us apart. Gives us the edge.
Maybe we'll realize that we don't need the back seats and we can turn that into like a little flatbed area.
I'm not convinced that, we might as well have gotten like a gator or something at that point. Like,
Well, it doesn't have
He
no
was talking
seats.
about quiet too.
But-
And quiet and seats.
Yeah.
Which, and I don't think there's any gators that have enough seats. that I'm
Probably
aware of.
not.
I don't know.
But at
Most
least,
gators have 2 seats
Yeah.
and a dump bed.
yeah.
Even
but-
like the UTVs we have at the ranch, like the biggest only holds 6, but then you're stacking 3 and 3, and then that's gonna sucks. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. He'll get it all done and put his lift kit on there. And I told him, I was
I'm
like,
sure it's gonna look
I really
great. I'm
want
sure
a
it's gonna be
spreader
good.
feeder on the front of this thing, so we're gonna have the spreader feeder
All
on
right,
there
there you
on the
go.
front of that, and I have that little trailer down there, so he's talking about putting welding a hitch on the back of it to where he can pull a trailer, which doesn't take a whole lot to pull a trailer. So
Some of those pigs are pretty heavy. I'm not sure it's got the horsepower.
although
for,
it would
for
be,
that.
I can tell you that trailer is like pretty low compared to the bed of that truck is like here.
Yeah.
Trying to throw some of them big old 200-pounders in the freaking bed of the
yeah.
truck.
It'd be easier on that trailer.
Whoop
for sure.
your ass.
For sure. For sure.
They're heavy as crap.
Yeah, Scott and I did the 1, 2, 3 method.
Yeah. Oh
Well-
man, do that with a 200-pounder, and then he knows, but you probably haven't seen yet. But if you're ever helping throw like a big bastard in the back, do not grab ears. Because there is no way to straddle that sucker by the ears without getting a nose right up the center. It's just like 1, 2, wham, and his head will come back. It will still go.
Well,
but
and-
it's gonna lift you right off the ground with him.
And they're top heavy too, so all
All
the
the
weight
weight's
is
in the
there. So
front.
if it's like a 200-pound pig, you're picking
Grab
up like
the-
150 pounds.
Just grab the back legs.
And then you're getting the nose right to the crotch.
Note to self, back
to
legs
self.
only.
So when the clients are out there, the first one that's like gung ho about it, like, yeah, man, just go and grab those ears. You're like, everybody, watch this.
Don't.
Oh, jeez. Especially if he's got some big old nasty teeth hanging out in the
Oh
front.
yeah.
Surprised we haven't had anybody like rip a pair of jeans doing that.
People are a little bit more smart than we give them credit for.
It's-
They're like a little. I don't know if smart's word, maybe like avoiding.
Oh yeah, they're like generally they're muddy or bloody or all the above.
Yeah.
And they're
Any
trying to like
ick, they
holding
won't
it far.
separate.
Yeah, like trying to like hold it
Yeah.
far away or whatever. But it is interesting how you take a lot of those guys that when they show up to camp and they're in their skinny jeans and their bright white Jordans or whatever tennis shoes and then they finally like embrace where we're at and what we're doing and being in the back of the truck and like shooting pigs in
Yeah.
the mud. Like those guys are actually, man, it's funny to watch them like get right into it. Like they want to be dirty.
When
Well,
they go, this outfit has now been,
Yeah. We're no
Deemed-
longer
yeah.
wearing this. This is where we're at.
so this is it. It doesn't matter. As soon as
No.
you don't care about being like ruining your Jordans or getting dirty, really after that nothing matters. You
Yeah.
just-
Then it just doesn't matter. I guess you kind of get in that mindset like, like, oh, no showers and no this and just guys being guys.
a little bit
and
of showers.
some don't. Some don't. Some guys will go 2-3 days and
Well, and
saves me on water. I don't really
I'm
care.
not. I don't like ripe around me.
Well, and I think it goes back to kind of what we were talking about earlier with, young boys that just need to be boys. They don't have an outlet at their normal life. They're, business people or they're, day
Right.
workers or they got their regular job and they don't have this outlet. And so they're feeling that on a, an adult level. But once you get out to the ranch, you're like, man, I'm like complete. I'm like I'm right where I need to be. You know, I'm doing what God made me to do. You know, whatever, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's really cool to see that when people make that switch and they're like, oh man, this is guy stuff. This is really what we're talking about. This is really
and it does hit a different. It definitely hits. We talked about this in the last podcast about it just hitting differently in your soul. Like it's weird how you can really not be exposed to any of this stuff, and then you are, and then you're like, oh, dude, like this is where it's at. And it's gotta be like that with children, especially little boys. You know, I've even noticed it with our girls, you know, to where they love dogs and they love this and they love like going out with the dogs and going and finding pigs and sloshing around through the freaking swamps and, you know, having that, like they give themselves permission to just
be.
Yeah, like it's
just be in the moment.
Just be.
And almost not worrying about the rest of the world and becoming slightly Neanderthal again for just a little bit. You know?
Just getting back to some kind of like natural instinct roots of some kind. And it's weird how it comes out in people. You know, and then other people still just don't quite get it, or it's just not their jam or whatever. But there is a lot of people with that natural instinct that even never been exposed, and then all of a sudden they are. I've helped out quite a few people in my life where their parents didn't hunt or fish.
Right.
But they decided they wanted to, and then they needed a little help.
Had no idea how to start.
And then you get them started on it, and then they're just like all in. Right. They're like, oh my gosh.
You see them 6 months later.
How have I not been doing this my entire life?
They show up with jeans and cowboy boots.
You're kind of...
I did that.
You're kind of that way. Like, you know, you hadn't really been exposed to a whole lot of that stuff until, you know, you moved back to Colorado and... Right?
Yeah, so I didn't grow up doing any sort of hunting, really. I mean, I fished a little bit, but I still have a hard time fishing. It's a little... I'm not a super meticulous person or detailed person, and fishing is a lot of that. You have to know, you know, hook, you have to know bait, you have to know what kind of rod you're going to use, all these things. And so that was a little bit harder for me to pick up. But in terms of that, I mean, no, I all I did was sports. I mean, I ran track, cross country, football, basketball, baseball. I did lacrosse. I did Raiders in JROTC, if you know what that is, right? So I did like essentially like military games. So if you think like Major Payne at the end when they do all their games, it's pretty much what that is what I did. And I did it on a couple different levels, and then going to college and everything. So I did a lot of the sports aspect, so I didn't have time for that. And then growing up, you know, kind of poor, you know, not having really any money for extracurriculars or having money for ammo and guns, let alone, made it really difficult to get exposed to that. And then, you know, you came into our lives, you came into the family and met Abby and everything, and you helped out with the kids, Josh and Faith. And then slowly after I came back, you really helped me with that a lot too. And it's something that I've absolutely enjoyed and I've absolutely loved. I've loved every single minute of it. And I just can't get enough. I just want to be able to hunt. I want to be able to go out and I want to be able to go do things and, you know, do things with the family and with the guys. So, it definitely makes a,
if you'd fix your schedule,
difference.
You could do so much more.
I know.
If you fix the schedule, you could do.
I know. But in terms of like, being exposed to that stuff, no, I had almost zero exposure. I mean, one of the first times I went out to, I don't remember, went out to the Kiowa house, I think, one of those houses down there. I mean, I had an allergic reaction. Right. You know, you're probably looking at like, dude, why is this kid even here? He's just sneezing the whole time. He's allergic to being outside, you know.
Bubble boy.
Doesn't know anything about guns. Can't pull the dang bow back, you know, all this stuff. And so, you know, I was definitely different in that aspect, but, you know, making it, you know, kind of accepting that, hey, I needed to learn a couple of these things, and really helping me with that was just all the little push that I needed to get to where I am now and kind of drive where my life is going. You know, having, in a sense, two businesses, the family business and the martial arts business is, I think it's important that everyone gets exposed to something like that in their lives. You know,
just see if
they
that's
need
what
to have their mentors and things like that, and people who are willing to help even.
You got to be willing to see if it's something that you enjoy or not, even if you don't think you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, once to just try it out.
Go see.
Well, it goes back to the, you know, you make your girls try everything for the allotted amount of time, right? You've got to give it a fair effort too. So if you go and you're like, oh man, I don't like basketball because you missed the hoop the first time you shot it, like, then you're not gonna.
And you don't
you're
even
not
have to
gonna grow.
like even in the hunting side of it, you don't have to shoot. There's so many times, my wife included or whatever, that we just like to go out and sit in the stand and just watch things. Just be sitting in a stand and all of a sudden have deer come out like you had last time.
I was texting Jason while I was in the blind. I was like, dude,
There's deer.
there are
Right here.
5 big ass whitetails.
And they're just like walking around and like seeing them in their own habitat, or the dog side of it.
yeah.
To where, like that is 90% of it for me. And the shot, yes, I want to make good shots, absolutely. But it's, especially these last couple trips, it's only to put a bird in Rudy's mouth.
Right.
Like I could really care less how many, as long as he did what he was supposed to do and then kind of got
And
his
gets to go get
reward
it.
Yeah.
at the end. That's all it is for me. So, even if you're trying out the whole hunting stuff and you're like, oh, I don't know if I could kill anything, then don't. But go and try to be a part of the whole process.
I think that's called hiking.
I know, because you're still
Hiking with ammo.
on a mission and trying to find something you can get close to.
Hunting
it,
without
stuff
a
like
gun
that.
is called
Okay.
hiking
Well, and there's
I do not like hiking.
or camping.
and there's so many different ways you can hunt too. So like you got the upland, waterfowl, you got elk hunting, deer hunting, antelope. You can hunt all these types of things, and all of them require a different way to do
If you're
it.
rich enough, you can hunt people, I think.
Sure, okay, purge. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where there's so much to it. It all comes back to the basics of, you got to go out and find it, but it's like how you do it, the preparation behind it, the people you go with, where you go, all those types of things. Your experience
time
makes
spent.
Yeah, shooting nothing with 5 guys that you really enjoy being around.
it's fun.
Still a pretty cool time.
It's a pretty awesome time.
And seeing some new country and having some. I'm sure there's crap that comes up that's going to have some funny moments or memorable moments one way or another.
For sure.
And then it's funny to see what you're into. Like Nathan said last year, I took him out on an upland hunt, which was not good by any means. We walked our living butts off in some horrible crap to shoot one freaking bird. I mean,
We literally shot one. We went home with one bird. Literally.
it was tough, and that was basically a luck to boot. But anyway, then we did a waterfowl hunt, and it was okay, but not great, And even Nathan's like, the waterfowl hunt was okay, but like the uplands was like way better, even though it was a really, really poor day.
It was pretty.
But
It was pretty hard. Just
struck
the
home.
conditions of that hunt were really hard. It was cold. It was windy, and we were about to get snowed in too. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, we almost got snowed in Wyoming.
Like the snow was like on our tail while we were driving through. But just being out there, having an objective, at least getting to see the the birds and everything it was a great time. But waterfowl hunting, it just wasn't my thing. It's just not something that I super enjoy. Sitting there waiting for the birds to come to us. If they come to us, if we get the good wind, if we get all this and that, there's a different preparation behind it. Makes it a little bit different, but
More snacks though.
more. You can be a little bit more lax waterfowl hunting, I guess, but no, it's just one of those things. I had to try it. I was like, yeah, I'll definitely do it again. So like, if you invite me out again, and I'll make the effort to get out there, but I'm not sure that this is long term what I would want to do.
And sometimes you just need that moment.
Sometimes you need to make it click.
That moment to make it click and be like, okay, well, this is pretty freaking awesome.
Like golf.
But it's interesting how
I love golf.
the moment the upland experience it should not have clicked because it was freaking horrible.
It was pretty horrible.
You're like, you like that?
I'm like, oh, if you like that, man, we're in good shape.
Well,
we set the expectation
we could just stay at
level
home and I
really
could-
low.
We could just stay at the house and I could hit you with a hammer every 20 minutes.
I mean, I enjoy it. So like, a couple of years ago, before I met my wife, like I was like, dude, I need to go outside. I need to go do something. And being in sports and riding motorcycles and things like that, that's not exactly what that crew likes to do. They like to, either be on their bike or they like to be playing a sport. And so for me, I was like, dude, I need to go hike. I need to go do something. I want to shoot, targets and whatever else. And so I would just go out. I literally went to the Rocky Mountains and I was like, what is the longest trail that I can go to? And it was like one of the longer, harder ones. It was like 10 miles one direction and then 10 miles back. And it was like a really steep incline. And I was like, dude, for whatever reason, I just had my innate instinct that I was like, dude, I need to go up this mountain for no reason. No reason. I just need to go up this mountain. I need to do it, make it happen, and get my fill. And so that's something that I just enjoy. I just enjoy getting out there, getting after it, finding what I need
Maybe
to
you had
find.
an infection.
I don't even like walking up the stairs unless I know there's a snack.
I did.
Is there a reward up there?
Is there a refrigerator? Yep, there is. Okay, I will go up those stairs.
did.
I will do all 16 of them.
I mean, I got there as soon as it opened, or a little after it opened. So it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I got all the way up, and it was like 9. And then by the time I walked around, I went around this lake up there and did some, just found some stuff. I thought I was gonna find a bear because I found some bear poop, just like fresh bear poop, and I was like, that's definitely a trail that they went through.
It had white Jordans in it,
pretty much. And I was like, dude, let me get after it. And so I kind of walked after this bear for no reason, knowing dang well I wasn't gonna find it. And so then I ended up doing like 24
if you
miles
did find
walking.
it, we would never know you were looking for it.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain probably would have found me pretty quick and been like,
Some
hey,
of
this
you.
guy. So that's just something that I just absolutely enjoy is walking. I love walking out in the wilderness and like looking for stuff and finding things. And so upland hunting just kind of spoke to that, because then I get the trophy, I get the reward afterwards, and the dog gets a reward as well.
and at least seeing the dog run around and watching the dog and whatever. At least there's something going on.
It's like you're scrolling.
Yeah,
when you're
it's like
sitting
scrolling.
down.
And it might
It's
not
like
be
you see
that
it.
good, but then when you do see something good, you're like, oh, hey,
Like,
that
ooh.
is good. I'm going to look at that for a second. Might
Look
put
at that
on the
point.
save.
Dog's on point.
Take some
Okay.
pictures, you
Right.
know. But
Someone trained that. Oh, that was me.
oh, hey.
Yeah, there's definitely times where I have some pictures and I'm like, oh, wow, like, Jason and the dog look really cool. Here's a picture. Or, oh, hey, this is a really cool sunset, or this is cool sunrise, or this dog is, he jumped and it looked cool, and you get a picture of it, or whatever it is. I definitely take those pictures too, because it's just moments. It's those experiences that you're talking about,
Yeah. It's all life is moments and experiences, right?
What else could I be doing at this time? Sitting down, playing video games, maybe, sure. But, I would rather be out there getting an experience, going somewhere that I've never been before. Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, that was probably the end of this episode. I hope everybody enjoyed, even the girls. Anyway, if you guys liked any of this content or stuff like this, please come back. We'd love to have you back. And subscribe, please. We need all the help we can get.
Share it with a friend.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Nathan.
Thank you.